Hello and welcome to the video. Today we'll be reviewing Fade's battleground game called Kage Arena. He asked for feedback, so I shall give him some. If you disagree or agree or would like to add on, please drop a comment down below. Anyway, let's get into it. First, I'll start with my positives. Upon loading into the game, the map looks beautiful. You sort of get that Naruto aesthetic and the moves look pretty cool. Looks-wise, this game is a solid 8.5 out of 10. However, there's something wrong which I'll get back to later. When it comes to the combat, something I do like is the fact that you get evasive meter back the more you do damage, and the more you take damage. It prevents one-shot combos, unlike a certain game. I'll leave this out of the other sections, since it's due to my personal preference, but I don't like the combat. It feels stiff. It's kind of like a mix of the strongest battlegrounds and jujutsu shenanigans. Kakashi, the first character in the game, is a pretty solid character. I don't think I played enough to say if he's brain dead or not, but from what I experienced, he's a good character. I do think he should probably get another variant. However, things like hitting me when I'm clearly blocking, or people dashing into my block and I still get hit, didn't happen to me, so that's good enough for me. I didn't get to try the other character though, due to some questionable things that I'll bring up later. Now, unfortunately, that's where all my praise ends. Alright, so in this game, instead of characters having set R specials that ties to their own personal abilities, they have assists. The only one I used is the one called Pusher. It does as the name implies. You summon pain and he does a almighty push to knock the enemy back. Now this is pretty unique, so no complaints there. However, it feels like just a fifth move in your toolbar. It's not like you get any strategic advantage in using it. It's literally just something it seems like you use in neutral. I only went against the pain one and another, where you drop a red cube, but they didn't really seem like a threat nor a problem the entire time I went against opponents using it. I wish I could show the rest, but the previews don't work. Something that kind of annoys me about this game is the fact they have wall jumping. This map is open with only like 1 or 2 buildings, with walls on the ends of the map. Kakashi benefits from this due to his mud wall ability. Also, I know earlier I said it captures the Naruto aesthetic, but I'm taking that back. Look at the town in Naruto. You see how big the place looks, with tons of buildings and structures? Now look at this game. I've been running on this arena looking baseplate this whole video. Wanna know something crazy? When I first joined this game, I immediately wanted to get off of it due to the map. I've seen this same layout in tons of Battlegrounds games. It's always a arena in the middle, with some random dummy and walls covering around the map. I thought we all learned how boring that is from the strongest Battlegrounds. It's a playtest, so it's not a top priority, but the map definitely needs a change. Showcasing the moves, it's kind of hard with my cooldown on. Let me see if I can turn it off. Wait, what's this? Holy crap, you're already in my face with game passes. I can afford it, so it's no problem for me. However, if the game is in a early testing state, why do you already have microtransactions? On top of that, there's only one character to play, and other costs early access. Like, isn't the point of early access to let the players contest the char and give feedback to the devs about the early access character, to decide what needs changes or not? Why do I have to pay to test a char in a playtest? If you didn't see earlier, in order to get assists, you need crystals or shards. In order to get them, you have to grind, or you can just buy crystals with Robux. Like, sure, monetizing your game is fine, but isn't this way too much? This game is in pre-alpha, with this many game passes? Like, genuinely, what's the point of this one, when the chars in-game are already shouting out lines from the anime? You could have at least gave us some of the PS Plus menu to work with, but it's whatever, I guess. This game definitely isn't too bad, and it has lots of potential to be something great. It being Naruto themed will definitely have players hooked, especially since Boruto is still going on, so it might help the game in the long run. I am usually wary about Roblox games made by YouTubers, considering that they're always pretty mediocre, but for this game, it's off to a decent start. I'll definitely be returning to the game in the future. Anyway, emo out.